is in town to take on the Los Fresnos Falcons. Right now they're having the pregame festivities going on the field. We'll try to turn it over to the PA announcer and let you hear at least what's going on. Audio only, my friends, on a Friday night.
Thank the men and women of our armed forces who have served and who currently serve our great country and have taught us about strength, duty, devotion, and resolve. We ask all veterans who served in our armed forces to please stand at this time and be recognized. Let's recognize all our veterans. Now we invite everyone else to join our veterans in standing for the playing of the alma maters from both schools. First, the Edcouch High School alma mater, followed by the Los Fresnos High School alma mater.
School songs being played. We'll take a quick break. This is Real Sports Live.
Dream it and they can make it. The best in town is a piece of cake by Ibarra's in Harlingen.
Come see what the City of San Benito has to offer today. Business owners, visit the San Benito Chamber of Commerce and find out how they can help you be a part of the new and exciting growth the city is experiencing today. Supporting business, community, and the teams, San Benito Chamber of Commerce.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Back here for the playing of the school songs here at Los Fresnos, Texas on a Friday night, 3:18 before kickoff.
Assembled at the north end of Leo Aguilar Memorial Stadium are members of the Los Fresnos Boys and Girl Scouts for tonight's flag raising. Representing Los Fresnos Boy Scout Troop 61, that's led by Terrence Shrout. Cub Scout Pack 61, led by Daniel Asua. BSA Girls Troop 161, led by Ada Trevino. And Girl Scout Troop 351, led by Gabriela Zamora, assisted by Lisette Enriquez. Ladies and gentlemen, we pause a moment to remember members of our own families and of friends dear to our hearts who have passed on. We also tonight remember those who passed on during 9/11 and their families and their first responders, many who now suffer from ailments and diseases caused by the substances that they found themselves in during 9/11. So let us now pray for a game free of injuries and a safe trip home for everyone. Let's pause for a moment of silence. Thank you. We now call your attention to the track on the home side of the field for the Los Fresnos High School Women's Choir, directed by Ms. Carmen Solis. We ask you to please remove hats and caps as we honor the brave men and women of our armed forces who defend our country. Let us join in our tribute to the United States of America with our national anthem.
Turn it off. Horn. Raise it higher. Turn off the horn.
And the women's choir for Los Fresnos High School performing right there with the national anthem. We'll be back with the opening kickoff as the Falcons and the Jackets are set to kick off here in week 3 of the high school football season. Before I get to that, I want to conclude our pregame show with our Hacienda Keys of the Game. And keys of the game here tonight is Los Fresnos Falcons. Need to take advantage of the home field advantage. They've been here 2 weeks in a row, and this will be their 3rd week playing in front of their home crowd. And that is an advantage for this team to be able to utilize to try to gain the win as they get set to take on this Edcouch Elsa team. They also need to get out in front of this Yellowjacket team and use this crowd to their advantage, because the Yellowjackets did bring a bunch, and if they get to making some big plays, they can take the wind out of the sails from this team, the home team, and set it up for the visitors. Other keys to the game is controlling the football line of scrimmage, and for both of these teams, they're wanting to control the way this game is played and a methodical approach versus the big play approach. Either team can take control of this game. Another big key in this game presented by Hacienda Ford, the keys to the game. You need a keys to a new car, go to Hacienda Ford in Edinburgh, Texas, helping us broadcast these games. They're a proud sponsor, and they are proud to be assisting us greatly in bringing high school sports to life. It's live audio on a Friday night. That's just the way it is. We'll have video presentation of it a little bit later on. I'm Joe Bowling. That concludes our pregame show and our Hacienda Ford keys of the game. As the Falcons and the Jackets get set to take the field, we'll take our final timeout, and the opening kickoff is right after this. Provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Services have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together. Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Everyone's a winner at Cano Auto Sales 2 in Harlingen. Choose from a wide selection and score big today on West Expressway 83. Right now, how about this 2015 Chrysler 300S model with a Beat stereo, leather interior, navigation, $57,000, reduced today, $19,999. Or a 2012 Ram 1500, a Lone Star package, 5.7 Hemi.
Huh? I mean 52. The one in the very
back here as we are set for the opening kickoff of this ball game between the Edcouch Elsa Yellowjackets and Los Fresnos Falcons. Ball teed up at the
32.
30. at the 40-yard line. And that's where the ball will be kicked off on.
Also number 10, Sean Alvarado.
Falcons going left to right. Edcouch, Elsa, Yellowjackets going right to left. There was rain in the area earlier today. I don't think there will be any threat of rain here in this ball game, but you never know. Nonetheless, we've got the turf field here at Los Fresnos, and we'll be able to play in any type of condition that is set to go. Jackets back to return to kick. Falcons ready to go, and away we start this ball game. Kickoff is a short kick fielded by an up man, and a fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line of Edcouch Elsa, and that's where they'll start the first drive of this ball game. We'll immediately take a look at this Jacket offense for the first time on the night. A lot of question marks on both of these teams coming into this season. Just how good were they, and how good can they be? And I think this is just a true indication that this preseason or pre-district play and how you schedule yourself is a good shot at putting your team in position to start competing at the district level. First down play for the Jackets, and they'll run the ball out across the 35-yard line right ahead to the 40. Ball carrier that time was Edward Cardoza, the senior fullback.
A gain of 5 yards brings up a 2nd and 5.
And that will take a 2nd down and 5 yards for Edcouch Elsa and the Yellowjackets. Cardoza on a 5-yard gain to start the ball game. 2nd down for the Jackets. They'll run it again. Penalty flags on the play. As out across the 45 to the 47-yard line would have been enough for a first down. And now we'll sort out the penalty after that carry. I'll do my best to keep up with this score clock. I don't ask any of my other announcers to do that because it is a chore and a half to go solo flight and keep track of this. So that will be a penalty against Los Fresnos, and they'll wave that off. Edcouch Elsa declining the penalty, taking the 7-yard gain, and a first down on another carry by Edward Cardoza. And it's 1st and 10 for the Yellowjackets of Edcouch Elsa. On a first down play, they send a man in motion left to right, hand it off, and a running play to the right side. Gain a few yards.
15.
On the carry that time was Jesus
Gain of
Contreras.
2 yards brings up 2nd and 8.
Contreras on the carry. By the time they mark him down, it's a gain of 3 and 2nd and 7 for the Yellowjackets of Edcouch Elsa. Under center. Long count this time. Turning, handing it off. Running play to the right-hand side. This is Cardoza trying to get to the outside. Turns a corner across the midfield stripe. Got down near the 45 of the Falcons. They'll say he stepped out at the 48, though. And so 3rd down coming up for the Yellowjackets on the short gain by Cardoza.
Gain of 4 yards brings up a 3rd.
Now we have a lot of fans that are trying to tune into these games on Friday night, and a lot of fans are just now finding out about these broadcasts. And again, these live games on Friday, there is no video. I see a lot of fans questioning. Welcome to streaming on Friday nights. Running play for the Jackets. They're staying on the ground on this drive. And that's out across the 45-yard line. Another run by Cardoza. He's going to be marked down at the 45, and that's a yard short of a first down. Jackets already with 5 plays from scrimmage, and all 5 coming on the ground, and now a decision for Edcouch Elsa. And immediately they are leaving the offense on the field on this 4th and 1. Chance for the Falcons to make a play. Edcouch Elsa can make a statement. Long count. They'll turn and hand it off. Try to sweep left side, first down and more. Into the secondary, 40, 35, 30. Nice move made inside the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Yellowjackets. No flags on the play, and Sean Alvarado takes it 45 yards for the score. On 4th and 1, the Jackets hit it big. Alvarado on the carry, the junior running back. And once he turned the corner on the sweep, There was no one in the secondary going to catch him. 45 yards on the score. You can see the replay when you get to watch it a little bit later on. And once he got in the secondary, there was no one going to catch Alvarado. Jackets looking for the extra point. Ball down, kick up, long high, and it is blocked. And it's going to be in the end zone, picked up by the Yellowjackets, and that'll be no good. 6-0 your score. Edcouch Elsa with the lead. They took the opening drive, and on the ground, put 6 on the board. Kickoff coming up. Or how about a diamond in the rough? 1998 Dodge 3500 dually with a fifth wheel, 4x4, power everything, heavy-duty bumper, $14,999. Financing is available with lending for all types. Every deal's a winner at Cano Auto Sales 2, in business since 2002, Harlingen, Texas.
Hi, we're Mission Veterans, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live. Woo! Thank you for watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
Come see what the city of San Benito has to offer today. Business owners, visit the San Benito Chamber of Commerce and find. Welcome back here as our broadcast continues from Los Fresnos, Texas. It didn't take long for points to get on the board with 9:42 left here in the first quarter. Edcouch Elsa on a opening drive, all on the ground. Punches it in the end zone for the score. Jackets went with 67 yards on that drive, make it 65 yards. All on the ground, capped off by a Sean Alvarado 45-yard run. Kickoff time for the Jackets as the Falcons will return it. A high short kick at about the 20-yard line, about the 15. They'll give up some ground, fake a reverse. Now take it to the right-hand side for the Falcons, trying to turn the corner upfield. It's Hector Muniz, got a block. Muniz now on the run. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, going to take it to the house. He got a great block, and Muniz took it home. 6 points for the Falcons as they return the kickoff for the score. And that is just textbook blocking on that kick return team for the Falcons. Muniz, they faked the reverse, kind of froze the Jackets for a moment. But then he used the blocking that was setting up on that wall, and once he turned the corner, he waited for the last 2 blocks to seal the deal. And a kick return for a touchdown for Hector Muniz, the 5'9", 160-pound sophomore. Ties this ball game with 9:26 left in the first quarter of play. Falcons looking to take the lead, and they do. The kick is good. Kickoff coming up. This one started off with a bang. Jackets and Falcons on a Friday night on Real Sports Live. The city is experiencing today. Supporting business, community, and the teams, San Benito Chamber of Commerce. Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services. Fishing fans, here's your chance to catch. Back here as the Edcouch Elsa Yellowjackets are going to get the football back. Their offense will get on the field again thanks to a Hector Muniz return for a touchdown for the Falcons. Short kick, another fair catch called for by the Yellowjackets. That's made at their own 36-yard line. Check at the 35. And that's where they'll take over. Jackets with a sustained drive on the ground. Los Fresnos with the return of a kickoff. Each team with points on the board, and we're just underway here in the first quarter of play. Reminding you fans, we'll have not just a replay of the game, I'll have some highlights, which I think I've got this in play, where you'll be able to see highlights of this game during our halftime break. At least that's what I'm going to try to do. First down play for the Jackets. Running play off a right tackle, and that'll go across the 35 to the 37-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd down and 7 on that carry. 3-yard gain.
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
The Jackets have yet to put the ball in the air, as this Falcon defense is right back on the football field. That's one thing you look at, is the game has been played thus far with the Falcons defense on the field with the exception of one play, and that was the kick return. Running play to the right-hand side this time for the Jackets. New ball carrier is Jose Cardenas, the senior tailback. Takes it right side, gained a couple of yards. Not much. And 3rd down and 4 coming up for Edcouch Elsa. Clock running here in the first quarter of play. Jackets on a 1st down. Or check that 3rd down. 4 yards to go. A lot of penalty flags come raining in before the snap.
Movement on the play.
And so we'll take a look at this call by the official. A 5-yard penalty against the Yellowjackets of Edcouch Elsa. That'll move them back 5 yards.
That'll spot the ball
They'll
back
put it back at the
36
36-yard line. So 3rd and 9 coming up for the Jackets. Michael Rodriguez, the quarterback, may have to throw for a first time on the night. Hands it off instead. Jet sweep right side. And good containment by the Falcons getting to the sideline. On the carry that time was Jose Cardenas. Brought down, and they'll say he stepped out at the 40, check that, out at the 43 of the Yellowjackets. Cardenas was able to tightrope that sideline for a long while. 4th and 3 coming up, and the Jackets keep the offense on the field yet again. Their last 4th down attempt, they converted that with a 45-yard touchdown run. Man in motion goes to the right-hand side. Now back in punt formation, they'll kick it away. No one back to return the punt for the Falcons. It takes a Jacket roll, and now inside the 5, and they just about saved it at the 1, but the ball goes in the end zone. Falcons will take over at their own 20. 7:49 left here in this first quarter of play. 7-6, Falcons on top. Back after this. Now and plan on attending October 20th as the 3-up, 3-down San Perlita Booster Club Fishing Tournament looks to be the biggest and best yet. Located at Laguna Madre Baits in Port Mansfield, Texas, this tournament is set to provide 100% of the proceeds directly to the athletic programs. Artificial lures only with a blackjack format, no fish over 21 inches, $150 per team or boat. Back here, Falcons with a football, run the offense and nearly fumble the ball. It is a loose football. It's still loose, and it's going to be recovered by the Falcons, but a loss on the play. They ran an option play, and fortunately for Los Fresnos, Matthew Padilla, the 5'9", 150-pound sophomore, was able to pounce on that ball. Otherwise, that's a turnover for the Falcons. Camera work being handled by the Los Fresnos School District. Our appreciation to Los Fresnos for assisting us in broadcasting this game. Falcons facing 2nd down and a bundle. Call it 19 yards to go from near their 10. Man in motion. They'll hand it off. Left-hand side on the run and nothing doing. Fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage as the ball carrier. Elian Gonzalez. And so 3rd down for the Falcons of Los Fresnos.
So we're going to run the ball.
Quarterback is Matthew Padilla. Padilla under center. Appears to be changing the play up at the line of scrimmage. Play clock is down to 7. He's under center. Runs an option, takes it right side, nothing doing. Jackets there all over that. No gain on the play, and a punt situation coming up for the Falcons of Los Fresnos. Padilla wanted to run an option, but there was nothing but Jackets there. He never was able to turn upfield at all on that play. Fourth down and a bundle for the Falcons of Los Fresnos. Out of their end zone. They'll get this punt away. Booming, spiraling, but a low kick. It takes a Falcon bounce across the 40, fielded there. Here come the Jackets on the return. Inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. Edcouch Elsa will have terrific field position to start this drive. As after it took that bounce, Jose Cardenas gambled on scooping that up. Gained a couple extra yards there. I want to remind you fans that our next big event in the city of San Benito is the South Texas Music Festival, Saturday, September 21st on Heaven Memorial Park, North Bowie Street, 4 to 11 o'clock, San Benito, Texas. First down play for the Jackets. They'll run it, looking to get to the left-hand side, trying to turn the corner, and nothing doing as they string that out. Sean Alvarado on the carry. Remember, his first carry from scrimmage went 45 yards for a touchdown. Gets 2 on that play. 2nd and 8 coming up. Jackets now on 2nd down. Up to the line. Under center, they'll run it up the middle. Across the 40-yard line of the Falcons, down to about the 37-yard line. Nothing fancy there, just set back, set your blocks up, and then run the ball right downhill if possible. New carrier that time is Ryan Castaneda. Already 2, 3, 4, 5 different guys have carried the ball for the Jackets to start this ball game. 3rd and 5 from the Falcon 37-yard line. Play action, they're going to throw, looking for it all, down the right-hand side, inside the 5, diving attempt, and the ball is caught. Inside the 5, you won't see a better catch than that. Trying to find out who reeled that in. Looks like it was Jesse Contreras, a tight end. Just a beautiful layout on that catch. Now watch this one. That'll be on a highlight reel on any level. Contreras makes that catch. On Rodriguez's first pass attempt of the game, it sets up 1st and goal for the Edcouch Elsa Yellowjackets. On 1st down, double tight end set. They'll run it to the outside, left-hand side, end zone, touchdown, Yellowjackets. Edcouch Elsa, another score for Sean Alvarado, this time a 3-yard run. Stops the clock with 4:26 remaining here in the first quarter of play. And Edcouch Elsa back on top on the Alvarado run, but thanks to Jesse Contreras and that terrific catch on an all-out dive inside the 5-yard line. Whistles blow before the extra point. Edcouch Elsa burns a timeout. They'll have the extra point coming up after this. 3 inches with 1 red trout and 1 flounder. Food raffles, baked goods, a silent auction, and terrific prizes from some great sponsors. Registration is October 19th. The tournament is October 20th. See you there at the 3-up, 3-down fishing tournament in Port Mansfield, where catching fish is helping athletes in a big, big way. Back here, and thanks again for joining in. Bob Torres says no picture. Well, there's pictures. It's moving pictures with the commercials, but there's no video, my friends. It's a Friday night. Our Thursday and Saturday games, we'll bring you live action. Tomorrow morning, or make it afternoon, I'll be back at Los Fresnos for live volleyball action. You'll get video coverage of that. You'll get a video replay of this, but right now it's audio. Extra point, Jackets look like they're going to go for 2. under center. They'll send a man in motion left to right, run the pitch out on the right side, and it's going to be 2-point conversion. It's good. On the carry, Jose Cardenas, and the Jackets make up for the missed extra point earlier using the kicker. 2 points here, makes it a 14-7 game. Jackets lead. They kick off after this.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Hi, we're Peter Bay Lady Bears, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live. Go!
The kids are headed back to school. It's time to get internet from VTX1. VTX1 Companies offers fast and reliable internet throughout the Rio Grande Valley, even to some of the most remote areas. For a limited time only, get your standard installation at no cost to you. Start the school year off with a service provider you can trust by calling 1-800-446-20.
Back here in the kickoff is away, and here come the Falcons on the return. Ball back in the hands of Hector Muniz. Muniz broke free for a little extra yards after it appeared he was corralled. Finally brought down as he takes it out across the 27-yard line. And that's where the Los Fresnos Falcons will take over. Trailing now 14-7. They'll put the offense back on the field here on a Friday night. Meanwhile, the officials talking it over after that. There is a penalty laying back inside the flags inside the 15-yard line. That'll be an illegal block against the Falcons. And so that'll march them back. All the way back inside the 10-yard line to the 9, just inside the 10, and that's where they'll start this drive. 4:17 left in the first quarter. 14-7 score. Running play for the Falcons to the right-hand side, out across the 10 to the 13-yard line. Elian Gonzalez on that carry again. Second down and 8 coming up for Gonzalez. And the Los Fresnos Falcons. Wide receivers right and left. Tied in the ball game on this second down play. Man in motion. Play action, he'll look to throw, hit as he throws, ball up for grabs, picked off by the Jackets, inside the 15, down to the 10-yard line. Defense makes a play. Big hit, and then the pick. And the visitors have the momentum here to start this ball game. Padilla was hit as he delivered that ball. They had him frozen in the secondary. Had he been able to step into that ball and deliver it, big play may have occurred. But on the interception, it sets up the Yellowjackets with a first and goal situation as the nose of the football is stretched out across the 10 of the Falcons. Michael Rodriguez and company have been on the field for a long time. They got 115 yards of offense thus far in this game. 85 of that on the ground, and they'll look to pitch it right-hand side. Here's Cardenas, inside the 10, inside the 5, fights hard, down to the 3. 7 yards gain, second down and 3, make it second and goal from the 3 for Edcouch Elsa.
Gain of 6 yards, it'll be second and goal. Ball spotted on the Falcon 3-yard line.
Clock running here in this first quarter of play, which has been Edcouch Elsa with the exception of that kickoff return. for the Falcons for a touchdown. Running play, and the Jackets are in again. Third touchdown on 4 carries for Sean Alvarado, as he's in this time from 3 yards out. Wait a minute. Don't put the points on the board just yet. Yeah, it is. That'll be against the Jackets, so take that score off the board. And a 10-yard penalty against Edcouch Elsa. It keeps it 2nd and goal. Now the ball out to the 13-yard line of Edcouch Elsa. Under center is Rodriguez. Single back behind him. An offset man goes in motion left to right. They'll run an option. Pass play over the middle. Caught. Touchdown. What a great play on a ball fake, and Contreras hauls it in. Contreras' second catch of the game, but that was sold by Michael Rodriguez, the quarterback, on that play action. And that stops play with 2:28 left in the first quarter. Edcouch Elsa puts the extra point through the uprights. 7 more on the board. And they lead 21-7. Kickoff coming up.
When in Poor Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building.
Bring it back here at Los Fresnos, Texas. A full moon on a Friday the 13th. And right now the Edcouch Elsa Yellowjackets on top of this one, 21-7 over the Los Fresnos Falcons. Kickoff by the Jackets, a short kick. That's a live football that bounces, and the Falcons recover it, take it inside to 30, and have a first down at the 25. It took a high bounce. The Falcons froze, thinking it was going to go out of bounds. Jackets able to recover it and take possession, and 2 seconds more off the clock as we're down to 2:26 left in this first quarter. And the success continues for Edcouch Elsa to start this ball game. Now call a penalty on that play. But nonetheless, the Jackets, you can see this recovery. Falcons tried to get up there. It looked like, again, they froze thinking it was going to bounce out of bounds once that ball hit the turf. First down play, double tight end set for Edcouch Elsa. Their offense has been on the field for most of this first quarter. Rodriguez fumbles the football on first down. We'll see what this does. Falcons needing to flip this momentum. And it's an anyone's ball just so far. Right now, the Falcons saying they have it. And the official throws penalty flags everywhere, but still hasn't indicated who has the football. Falcons still pointing in their direction like it's their ball with all those penalties that came in. And literally, there's 4 officials standing there, and all 4 of them drop their flags simultaneously. They're having a discussion. Now the 5th official will move in. He's the only guy that still has his flag in his pocket. As on first down, Edcouch Elsa fumbled the football. Now we'll wait for the call as they are discussing this at length before making the official call to the fans. Still talking it over. I want to remind you, fans, we've got volleyball action tomorrow. It's a non-district game between 2 district teams, as San Benito will be in Los Fresnos. 12 o'clock start on the varsity side. We also are trying to send a system out to PSJA tomorrow for the Lady Bears in action against McAllen Memorial. Friday, we hit a high water mark with 5 systems broadcasting volleyball games, and I've got 8. I had 2 new announcers approach me from UTRGV. They're currently attending the college, looking to be broadcasters. Excited to have them. Here's the call. Still no call, as now they're going to talk it over with Coach Brown and the Falcons coaching staff before they make the official call to the crowd. Mike keyed on. I think we're ready.
Covered by Edcouch. After play, dead ball, personal foul, number 8 and number 4. Dead ball, personal foul, number 55. That's the first personal foul of the game. Those penalties will offset.
All right, I don't know if you could hear all of what he said, but it's a whole bunch of nothing when you look at it from where the ball moves. It was a fumble recovered by Edcouch Elsa. And then there were personal fouls called, 2 personal fouls against Edcouch Elsa, another one against the Los Fresnos Falcons. First personal foul for all players involved, and therefore offsetting penalties. And that all occurred after the play. So a loss of 2 for Edcouch Elsa brings up second down and 12 yards to go. They'll run it on the right-hand side. And Cardenas is bumped off his feet. Good ball fake again by Rodriguez. He's doing a terrific job of keeping that ball hidden from the defense before making the final play. Third down and 12 for the Jackets. No gain for Cardenas, who now on 4 carries has 19 yards. The big man on the night for the Jackets is Sean Alvarado. The sophomore has 4 carries, 3 of those for touchdowns, and a total of 53 yards, averaging 13 yards per carry. Our game brought to you in part by Hacienda Ford in Edinburgh, Texas, being responsible for assisting us in broadcasting these games. New car, used car, service to your car. Hacienda Ford, proud to help us bring you these games. Back after this.
828 Westport Drive, Fort Mansfield, Texas.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito. Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000. I'm going to bring it back here on Rio Sports Live. I had the clock running, so we'll adjust that real quick. Running play for the Jackets on this one goes nowhere as the Falcons are able to shut that down. Loss on the play for Edcouch Elsa. Back outside their own, the 45-yard line, or check that, the 41 of the Falcons. And that's where Edcouch Elsa will now have 4th down. This first quarter continues. Jackets set up in a punt formation. One man back to return the kick for the Falcons stands at his 10. Kick is away from the return man, angled to the right sideline. It goes out of bounds. Outside the 15, they'll mark it out at the outside the 20 to the 22. And so that's where the Los Fresnos Falcons will bring the offense onto the field. And they need a couple of first downs, if nothing else, just to give that defense a breather. Of the 12 minutes played, most of it has had the Jacket offense on the field. Matthew Padilla was picked on his last timeout. Runs an option, and they'll blow the play dead before the play begins. Looking at the indication by the officials, it's early on, we'll say that it's going to be against the Falcons. However, neither team has moved in either direction to help give a preview. It'll be a false start against the Falcons. 5-yard penalty. Marching back inside the 20. Mark it down between the 15 and 16-yard line from the left hash mark. 55 seconds left here in the first quarter of play. Edcouch Elsa on top here in this one, 21-7, 3 touchdown runs. And before the next snap, the penalty flags come raining in again. Another false start against the Falcons. So before a play from scrimmage on this drive, the Falcons have gone backwards on back-to-back plays. Ball back now just outside their 10. So even when the offense has been on the field for the Falcons, it's been back inside their red zone on the protection side, not on the positive side, as they have the shadows of their end zone right behind them. So they'll take this first down snap, 1st and 20. Padilla has 2 backs behind him. Man in motion, turns, runs it on an option, spins forward, has some room across the 25-30. Padilla may go, 40, 30, 50, 40, 35, 30, see you later. Matthew Padilla, 90 yards, and then there's a penalty thrown at the end of the play behind it. So hold on. That was a 90-yard score, and it may be coming back. Padilla was a good 15 yards behind everybody, and then a flag came in back around the 39-yard line of Edcouch Elsa, right in front of the Falcons sideline. Would have been 90 yards. It's going to be a block in the back against the Falcons. It'll be a spot foul, so it's still going to be a 61-yard gain for Padilla, but it would have been a 90-yard gain and points on the board. Instead, it'll be first down. Watch this replay. He is gone. I mean gone. Right about now is when a penalty's thrown 15 yards behind him and 50 yards across the field. Penalty on this snap as this one's blown dead. Back to live play on the video side. Let's see if I can get this scoreboard set. Again, I tell most of my announcers right now, don't even try to manage this scoreboard situation. It is tough. Penalty against the Falcons. And every play on this drive has resulted in a penalty against Los Fresnos. 2 false starts, a block in the back on a long run, now another false start. First down and 15 now for Matthew Padilla. Turns on the option, going to keep it himself, has some room again, middle of the field. Padilla, they won't catch him either. 20-15, this time no flags, and touchdown. Matthew Padilla said, I knew I was going to get in. I still get most of the yardage. Matter of fact, he gets 5 extra thanks to the penalty. 39-yard score. And again, Padilla on the option kept it, and then it's a foot race. They just about caught him that time. You got to figure he just ran a 100-yard dash 2 plays before. 6 points for the Falcons. Extra point coming up, trying to make it a 1-score game. Kick is away, and good. 21-14. Lopsided game as far as time of possession. Scoreboard, 7 points separate the teams. Jackets get the ball after this.
Your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for the prices? It's a Hacienda party.
It's football season at Hacienda Ford, and you can get a new Ford Expedition with 20-inch wheels, leather, navigation, and more for $12 grand off MSRP.
We got the tailgates down and we're feeling all right. My Hacienda friends are saving money tonight.
Hacienda has it.
Kickoff by the Falcons. Sails out of bounds on a short kick. And so Edcouch Elsa will take over. And their offense will make their way back on the football field here on a Friday night. What do you expect on a Friday the 13th with a full moon? Oddly played game thus far. And then a penalty called because of the kick going out of bounds. 45-minute first quarter. Yikes. Still 23 seconds to go. What can happen in 23 seconds? First down for the Jackets. They'll send a receiver out to the left-hand side. Man in motion. They'll turn, hand it off up the middle to the midfield stripe. The stack will stop possession or stop progress there. And that should take us to the end of the first quarter. Quarter in which the Edcouch Elsa Yellowjackets racked up 98 yards on the ground. 3 touchdowns on the rushing side. Had a defensive interception. Falcons had a kick return for a touchdown, a long score on a play from scrimmage called back because of a penalty. And yet 35 points later on the board, 1 quarter in the books. Second quarter coming up after this.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarras, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen.
Back here, and thanks again for joining us on a Friday night. I'm Joe Bowling with you here on Real Sports. Live audio and a video replay coming up later on. Second down for Edcouch Elsa from the right at the midfield area. They'll hand it off to Edward Cardoza. Cardoza rumbles forward, ends up gaining 3, make it 4 yards on the play. For Cardoza, 6 carries, 24 yards on the night. It's been Cardoza, Contreras, Alvarado, or check that, Cardenas and Castaneda all setting it up. Alvarado's been the hammer. Sean Alvarado on 4 carries has 3 touchdowns, 53 yards on the ground. He's averaging 13 yards per carry. For Edcouch Elsa, which is a team, is averaging 6 yards per pop on the ground. Rodriguez turns on an option, pitches it out right-hand side. They'll turn the corner and gain a first down on a 4-yard gain. Another ball carrier for Edcouch Elsa, as this time Brandon Cortez in on the fun.
Ball spotted on the Falcon 41-yard line, 1st and 10.
So a new set of downs for Edcouch Elsa. On a first down. They'll run an option, running play up the middle and down to about the 36-yard line. A good 5-yard carry for Sean Alvarado.
Gain of 5, 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 coming up for the Falcon or the Jackets of Edcouch Elsa. who plays coming in from the sidelines. You can see that sideline camera down there, a great angle here at Los Fresnos, then back up to the top. Our appreciation again to the Los Fresnos School District for assisting us in our broadcast spot. Second down play for the Jackets. They'll run it on an option up the middle. That's enough for a first down, all the way down to the 30 in the blink of an eye. Quick carry by Cardenas. Jose Cardenas with a 6-yard gain. Chains will move again for Edcouch Elsa, down to the 30-yard line of the Falcons. Jackets now with 163 yards of offense here in the first half. And they've completed just 2 passes, 2 of 2 for 45. I think I said that Alvarado's got 3 touchdowns. He's got 2 scores. Running play this time, and that goes inside the 30 to about the 27, so 3 yards there. For Edcouch Elsa.
Timeout. Officials timeout.
One of their players was shaken up just a bit. He'll leave under his own power. Hopefully he'll be okay with 9:16 left here in this
3-yard gain, 2nd and 7.
second quarter play. 2nd and 7 now for Edcouch Elsa. If you're just joining us, most of the first quarter was played with Edcouch Elsa's offense on the field. You missed a kickoff return for a touchdown by the Falcons. You missed a 90-yard run that was called back, and then a one play later, 45-yard throw. Here's a throw over the middle. What a catch! Inside the 10, 5. Touchdown Jackets. Just inside the 1. They'll call it down there, but how about that catch? That is a one-handed grab in traffic, reaching back for the ball.
You get the guy that caught the ball? Thank you. Number 10, Alvarado with a reception.
And that was Sean Alvarado on that catch.
The 1-yard line.
And how about Michael Rodriguez in the air? 3 of 3, 66 yards. That was dangerously close to a score with 8:20 to go. Jackets knocking at the door. Whistle blows. Timeout called. Edcouch Elsa wants to talk it over. We'll take a quick break. This is Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
Bring it back here after Edcouch Elsa called the timeout. They have got the ball 1st and goal inside the half-yard line of the Los Fresnos Falcons, and you would expect Sean Alvarado is going to get his hands on the ball. And why not? He's the one that made the catch that set up this 1st and goal. Don't see him in the game. He now goes in motion out to the left-hand side. They'll run it up the middle, and that is in for the score. Touchdown, Edward Cordoza. Cordoza needed 1, could have got 3 easy there. And Edcouch Elsa adds 6 more points to their score.
Who's the kicker again?
27-14. Another extra point attempt for Edcouch Elsa. Good snap. Placement's down. Kick is away. Long, high, and good. Jackets up by 2 scores. 28-14. Kicking off again. Second quarter's just begun.
Has to offer today. Business owners, visit the San Benito Chamber of Commerce and find out how they can help you be a part of the new and exciting growth the city is experiencing today. supporting business, community, and the team's San Benito Chamber of Commerce.
Hi, we're the Edinburgh Bobcats. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Forever memories. Bring it back here. Full moon over Los Fresnos on Friday the 13th. Strange things. It's an odd played football game thus far. Edcouch Elsa will say we'll play it odd just like this if the results end up being what we see on the scoreboard right now as the Jackets are up by the score of 28-14. Short kickoff. This will bounce again. Falcons will get on that and recover it. Back inside their 30 at the 28-yard line. And that's where they'll take over. First down from the 29-yard line. Falcons offense hasn't had a lot of opportunity to make plays, but when they have, Matthew Padilla has done a lot of it. 2 carries for 100 yards for Padilla on the night. Runs an option here, calls his own number, tries to get to the outside right side, turns a corner and goes out of bounds just as he crosses the 30. Short gain of 2 for Padilla. Second down and 8 as he was called out of bounds. They'll stop the clock with 8:06 left here in the first half. Falcons ready for the next snap here. Man in motion goes left to right. They'll run it up the middle. Off the left tackle, that goes for nothing. Edcouch Elsa there to shut that one down, and third down coming up for Los Fresnos. 7:58 and counting here in the first half. Audio only on a Friday night, then video replay, and wait till you see it. You got to see it to believe it in this case, I guess you're saying. Long scores, touchdowns off of kickoffs. Kickoffs recovered on an onside kick type of play. Odd things on a Friday the 13th. Full moon. 7:29 and counting here. And they'll blow this play dead before the Falcons can take the snap. It was going to be 3rd and 9. That false start. Tack 5 more onto the play. Falcons offense. Not much to write home about, yet they've got 98 yards of total offense. Padilla is 1 of 2 in the passing game for just 1 yard and then an interception. Falcons now facing 3rd and every bit of 13 yards to go. They'll have to get it across the 39 to get a first down. Under center's Padilla, sends a man in motion, pitch out to the motion man on the short side of the field, and he's wrapped up. No gain on the play on a carry by Nicholas Valencia, the 6 foot, 175-pound senior. Tried to use him as a motion man.
Receiving.
But all that did was draw traffic in his direction. And he's brought down. They'll give him a gain of 3 on the play, but 4th down and punting time for the Falcons of Los Fresnos. They stand at their 15 to get this punt away. Jackets of Edcouch Elsa, that's a low snap. Fortunate roll for the Falcons. They get the punt away. Takes a Falcon roll inside the 30, all the way down to the 25-yard line. That went from what could have been disaster to a good flip of field position for the Falcons of Los Fresnos. Edcouch Elsa will take over. And there's a penalty on the play back around the 48-yard line, so we'll sort that one out. That flag was dropped well after the punt was away. Normally that's going to be on the return team, but we'll take a look. There was no return going on. Comes the call.
Festivities. That'll be from the dead ball spot.
So that'll be a hands to the face call against Edcouch Elsa as that ball was rolling on the ground. Blocker establishing some position. Sticks his hands in the face. I'm going to give up my stat computer for a little bit. See if these guys need it. They're good? Okay. Dan's team from Edcouch Elsa was needing some assistance. We were ready.
Inside the 10-yard line on the 9. First and 10.
And a first down now for Edcouch Elsa. And now if you're Los Fresnos, you want to shut this one down right here, this drive. Get the ball back, score, and then get into the halftime locker room down by 1 score, knowing you get your hands on the football. Start the second half.
Edinburgh Villa 6.
Falcons have the Jackets pinned deep in their own territory to start this drive after the penalty was marched off. Ball's marked down at the 9. I've got my crowd mic down there right next to the speaker for the PA announcer. We're going to move it over here by me at halftime. That way I can at least turn it up. There is a big crowd here. You just can't hear them. Running play out across the 20-yard line for Edcouch Elsa on first down. That'll be enough for a first down on an 11-yard carry for Edward Cordoza.
Ball across the 20-yard line.
Cordoza now with 8 carries on the evening for 36 yards. He's got 36. Alvarado's got 58. Cardenas with 25. 132 on the ground for the Jackets here in this first half of play. And a 2-score lead on first down. Michael Rodriguez under center, sends a man in motion, turns on the option, hands it off to the up man, and he's going to be stacked up, bites forward, got a few extra yards out of that. Strong run that time for Edward Cordoza. He was hit in the backfield. By the time they mark him down, he gains 4 yards.
Gain of 4 yards, 2nd and 6.
And that's all Cordoza right there. Second down, 5:19 to go. Here in the first half of play from Los Fresnos on a Friday night. Rodriguez under center, turns, hands it off. Running play, right-hand side to the short side of the field, stepping out of bounds at the 31. Jose Cardenas on the carry. By the time they mark him down, he's close to first down yardage. Dangerously close, about a half yard shy. Now they'll call it a first down. So Cardenas, he's averaging 5 yards a carry. Cordoza with 4+. Alvarado, 11 yards per touch on the ground. So it doesn't matter who's carrying the ball. They're moving the chains downfield. First down play for Edcouch Elsa. There's a fumble. They'll pick it back up and run the play. Not much room. Fighting hard for a couple yards out of that is Michael Rodriguez. If you're just joining us, yes, we're in the second quarter of play. A lot of games are probably at halftime. Clock is running as we're nearing the final third of this second quarter. Ronnie Zamora over there was keeping a watch. 45 minutes, though, on the first quarter of play. Now, when I was back in my Channel 4 days, I could guarantee you I would be at this game. It was the game that was going to take the longest and make it the most difficult to do a live shot. Would have been a game just like this. Running play, and that goes across the right side, just across the 31. They strung it out that time. Jesus Contreras on the carry. Ball staying on the ground. This is what the Jackets have done. They've kept the ball on the ground, chewed up yardage, and then when Michael Rodriguez has thrown the ball, which is just 4 times, he's completed it all 4 times for 68 yards, including a touchdown. 3rd and 6 here. Not necessarily a passing down. They've shown the ability and the willingness to go on 4th down if they get a couple here. They'll throw. Rodriguez flushed out of the pocket, steps up, hit again. They will get him down inside the 35, back to the 25. A huge sack that time for the Falcon defense.
Penalty on the play.
But there's a penalty, so hold on. That was thrown beyond the line of scrimmage. Couple yards where the normally a receiver's going to make contact with a defensive back in coverage. So a long discussion again by the officials. Here comes the call. Hey, good call, Joe.
Yeah.
Defensive back was reaching out, grabbing a hold of a receiver. Usually that's what happens when that flag lands in that vicinity. That's where the contact occurs when a receiver comes off his route. You get a few yards in which you can use contact to disrupt patterns. Just got a note passed along. One of the players out there on the field, when I get his number called, I got a nice little tidbit here for you. First down play still for Edcouch Elsa now.
Ball will be placed on the Edcouch 43-yard line.
And they'll put it at the 43 for the Jackets.
Yeah, let them out of the.
Start the clock running. And on first down, they'll run it right-hand side, turning it upfield across the 45 to the 47-yard line. Again, nothing flashy about this. Jose Cardenas, though, able to gain 5 strong yards.
Gain of 5, second and 5.
Defensively out there for the Falcons, you see number 43 over there on the right side, right about the 49-yard line of the Falcons. That's a grandson of longtime Rivera coach Tom Chavez. Had some conversations with him over the years. Those Rivera Raiders, perennially the team that was like, hey, here they come again. They've lost a bunch of games, and then they turn it into a playoff season. Running play for the Jackets, and this time nothing doing for Alvarado.
The ball carrier.
Hit first.
Brought down by Rivera.
Alvarado with a 2-yard gain.
By Alan Torres.
Third and
It's
2.
Gregory Jones, by the way, for the Falcons. Wearing number 43 out there. Third down now for Edcouch Elsa. Clock running as we near 2 minutes. This is a sustained drive by the Jackets. Remember, they started this inside their 10. Whistle blow. That'll be a delay of game against Edcouch Elsa. Stopping the clock just outside of 2 minutes left in the first half. At halftime, they'll have the bands performing. I see both schools brought the bands.
Ball spotted on the
They'll be practicing with their
46-yard line.
pigskin competition presentations here for the fans. We were able to bring that to you last night at Sam Stadium. I think I can do it again here. I'm also going to try to bring highlights in for you fans that are on the audio-only side. Third down play. Jackets want to throw, and over the middle, tipped and incomplete. That ball was in the air for a while.
Number 23, Rodriguez.
Falcons, Elian Gonzalez had a chance to make a beat on that ball. Fourth down play coming up.
Who's to receive for the Falcons? Number 4.
Clock stops with 4 minutes to go, and Edcouch Elsa will bring in the punt team. Back to return it for the Falcons is Hector Muniz. Stands right at his 10-yard line waiting for this kick. They'll fake it and gain a bunch. Inside the 30, 25-20 to the sideline, out of bounds to the 15-yard line, and the Jackets of Edcouch Elsa pull out a little magic here in the first half. On the replay, you'll see it. Little pass over the middle and nobody there in the secondary. Fortunately, Muniz was back to return that kick, and then he got some help as Juan Roca and Armando Mendoza were back there. Otherwise, that would have been 6 points scored for Edcouch Elsa. First and 10 from the 15-yard line. Running play, right-hand side for the Jackets. Penalty flag comes in.
Mark.
That time the ball carrier, another ball carrier in the game for Edcouch Elsa, as that's Mark Barco, a senior, listed as a wideout. Would have lost a couple of yards on the play. Here comes the penalty. That'll be a hold against Edcouch Elsa. So that'll move them backwards. All this coming off a fake punt for Edcouch Elsa. Ball back to the 25-yard line of the Falcons of Los Fresnos. Again, if the Falcons, well, the Falcons at first wanted to get the ball back, maybe score some points and get the ball to start the second half. Now you're just trying to maintain this 14-point separation. Running play. This is going to be Alvarado. Hit. Did not. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage, but nothing more. He took that left side.
0 yards on the play, 2nd and 25.
No gain for Alvarado. 6 carries, 58 yards on the night.
Correction, 2nd and 20.
Second down for Edcouch Elsa. They can still get a first down without getting the end zone. They can get the ball down to the 5. That would be 1st and goal coming up. Timeouts left. Edcouch Elsa has none. Los Fresnos has all 3 of theirs remaining. Right now, they just want to get the ball back or get to halftime. Michael Rodriguez under center. Turns on the option, going to throw. Drops back, swings it in the flats. Caught on the right-hand side. Falcons there to contain and wrap up Jose Cardenas. Big hit delivered.
Drop for a loss.
Alan Torres comes over to finish off the hit. First guy there for the Falcons listed as 44 is Leroy Guerrero. Loss on the play for Edcouch Elsa. And under 30 seconds remain here in the half. On 3rd down, they'll look to throw on a play action. Flushed out of the pocket. The hit as he throws, gets it away, and incomplete inside the 5.
Pass intended for number 2, Maldonado.
Maldonado, the intended receiver. And 18 seconds left here in the half. 4th down for Edcouch Elsa. Now, hold on to your hats here because Edcouch Elsa has gone for it on 4th down a couple of times here in this ball game and converted. They've also faked a punt. So 4th down has been a productive down for this Jacket team, including a touchdown run on a 4th and 4
a field goal attempt of
for what was 45 yards. This time they'll go for a field goal, putting the ball down at the 34. This is a 44-yard attempt before the kick. Timeout called by the Los Fresnos Falcons. Jackets leading, kicking a field goal or trying for one after this.
Benito is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever memories, antiques and collectibles in San Benito.
Back here, you see on our split screen when you watch the video, yeah, those are video ads playing on the scoreboard. As I make my rounds trying to talk to different school districts, that stuff is available. They give me those ads, I'll put them in our regular live broadcast like tomorrow when we're broadcasting from here at Los Fresnos. It's a non-district game between 2 district teams as San Benito and Los Fresnos will play. 12 o'clock with the first serve. And then 32-6A will officially get underway with district play on Tuesday. And we got some bonus for you there as we're going to start showcasing entire districts on given nights.
Catch going forward on 4th down.
As we were successful in another timeout call before the field goal.
Timeout.
Just keep it right here. We were successful in having 5 systems broadcasting volleyball on Tuesday night. Tonight I've got 8 systems out there for football. I think so far so
good.
good.
Boys and girls cross-country teams as they travel to the BISD encampment to compete in the BISD Invitational tomorrow. This week we look to the freshman girls to repeat
Jackets
as
facing
medalists for
4th
the
down.
3rd week in a row. Freshman girls consist of Eileen Torvik, Anaí Ibarra, Eileen Gonzalez, and good luck to all runners. Cross-country team is coached by Don Aguilar Snyder and assistant Krishna Rivera Ramos.
So a lot of time taking off on the clock, not necessarily the score clock. We're bearing on 8:45 here, and we're still playing in the second quarter play. Now the Falcons want the play clock to at least start. Still sitting at 25 as they'll finally crank it up. Meanwhile, Edcouch Elsa had lined up for a field goal. Now their offense is on the field on 4th down. And 21 yards to go. Man in motion for Rodriguez. Drops back to throw. Steps up, gets hit. Football comes loose. He somehow loses it, and a fumble recovered by the Falcons. Stops the clock with 12.2 seconds to go, and that's what I was talking about. When the drive started back at the Jackets 10, well, Fresnos, you just draw it up on the wish list. Get a stop here, if nothing else. Get the halftime break, no worse than 2 scores down, and maybe have a chance to score. Now the Falcons offense on the field. Let's see if they get super aggressive. You wouldn't think so. You would think they'll just get to halftime and let's talk this over. They'll line up in a victory formation. They'll take a knee, and that will bring us to the end of the first half of play. Falcons and Jackets combined for 42 points. Jackets own 28 of those. Halftime has arrived at Los Fresnos. We'll be back after this.
One word, fresh. At the Sea Ranch, we combine a fresh, inviting atmosphere with chef-inspired cuisine prepared from the freshest local shrimp, oysters, snapper, and mahi-mahi. Our salmon, Alaskan king crab, and live Maine lobsters are flown in fresh. A local favorite for over 30 years, the Sea Ranch. Come enjoy a fresh experience.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias, su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Service have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together. Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Hi, we're Robert Bellows, Favorite Hats, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Everyone's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2 in Harlingen. Choose from a wide selection and score big today on West Expressway 83. Right now, how about this 2015 Chrysler 300S model with a Beat stereo, leather interior, navigation, $57,000, reduced today, $19,999. Or a 2012 Ram 1500, a Lone Star package, 5.7 Hemi engine, a towing package, automatic, $16,499. Or how about a diamond in the rough, 1998 Dodge 3500 dually with a fifth wheel, 4x4, power everything, heavy duty bumper, $14,999. Financing is available with lending for all types. Every deal's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2, in business since 2002, Harlingen, Texas. Back here on Rio Sports Live as we're at halftime. Los Fresnos, Texas, and the Edcouch Elsa Marching Band on the field. I'm going to see if I can take a chance here to show the fans some of the first half highlights. Let you see what was going on. Even those on the audio side. Take a look at our highlights here on Rio Sports Live.
Muniz got a block. Muniz now on the run. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. Going to take it to the house. He got a great block, and Muniz took it home. 40, or check that, 37-yard line. Play action, they're going to throw. Looking for it all. Down the right-hand side, inside the 5. Diving attempt, and the ball is caught. On first down, double tight end set. They'll run it to the outside, left-hand side, end zone, touchdown, Yellowjackets. Tied in the ball game on this second down play, man in motion. Play action, they'll look to throw, hit as he throws, ball up for grabs, picked off by the Jackets, inside the 15, down to the 10-yard line, defense makes a play. An offset man goes in motion left to right. They'll run an option, pass play over the middle, caught, touchdown. What a great play on a ball fake, and Contreras hauls it in. Elsa Yellowjackets on top of this one, 21-7 over the Los Fresnos Falcons. Kickoff by the Jackets, a short kick. That's a live football that bounces, and the Falcons recover it, take it inside to 30, and have a first down at the 25. 15 now for Matthew Padilla. Turns on the option, going to keep it himself. Has some room again, middle of the field. Padilla, they won't catch him either. 20-15, this time no flags, and touchdown. He missed a 90-yard run that was called back, and then one play later, 45-yard throw. Here's a throw over the middle. What a catch! Inside the 10, 5, touchdown Jackets. Just inside the 1, they'll call it down there, but how about that catch? He's the one that made the catch that set up this first and goal. Don't see him in the game. He now goes in motion out to the left-hand side. They'll run it up the middle, and that is in for the score. Touchdown, Edward Cardoza. Here, not necessarily a passing down. They've shown the ability and the willingness to go on fourth down if they get a couple here. They'll throw. Rodriguez flushed out of the pocket, steps up, hit again. They will get him down inside the 35, back to the 25. A huge sack that time for the Falcon defense.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Hi, we're Sherryland Rattlers, and thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Come see what the City of San Benito has to offer today. Business owners, visit the San Benito Chamber of Commerce and find out how they can help you be a part of the new and exciting growth the city is experiencing today. Supporting business, community, and the teams, San Benito Chamber of Commerce.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Hi, we're PSJ Southwest Javelinas, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live. J's up!
I'll have our coverage, reminding you again of high school football tomorrow night from Sam Stadium, as we'll have live coverage coming your way. Hannah takes on Westaco East, and then at noon tomorrow here in Los Fresnos, we'll have volleyball coverage, a non-district game between two district teams, as Los Fresnos host San Benito, 12 o'clock with the first serve on that. The bands are out there performing. Right now the Jacket Band is out on the field. See if I can tune in on that just a bit. Take a break. I may be able to get that band on. Hang on.
When in Poor Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats. Laguna Madre Baits, 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas.
The kids are headed back to school. It's time to get internet from VTX1. VTX1 Companies offers fast and reliable internet throughout the Rio Grande Valley, even to some of the most remote areas. For a limited time only, get your standard installation at no cost to you. Start the school year off with a service provider you can trust by calling 1-800-446-2031. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito. Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
Hi, we're Island Universities, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Welcome back here at halftime, and again we're able to get the crowd mic going, so now you'll be able to hear the band and see the band at the same time. We're at halftime on the video side at least.
give it up one more time to the Yellowjacket Marching Band. The mighty Yellowjacket Band would like to thank the Edcouch Elsa Board of Trustees for the continued support of the band program. Superintendent for Edcouch Elsa ISD is Dr. Dudashu Rivera. Assistant Superintendent is Francis Rocha. Assistant Superintendent of Curriculum and Instruction is Maria del Carmen Garcia. Edcouch Elsa High School Principal is Maria San Juanita Tijerina. Thank you. Go Jackets! Y que viva la máquina!
Coming up next, the performance of the marching band of the Los Fresnos Falcons. Again, on the audio side, you'll at least be able to hear it. And on the video side, you'll be able to see it and hear it on our halftime break. Sponsored in part by Hacienda Ford. Our thanks to Hacienda Ford for assisting us in broadcasting these games throughout the Rio Grande Valley. Stepping up in a big way and being one of our title sponsors in the market for a new car or a used car. Hacienda Ford. And if nothing else, stop in and tell them thanks for being a part of what we are doing, as we, again, are in 8 stadiums tonight, and we'll have up to 14 systems going before this high school football season is said and done, and maybe more, as I've got more and more interest coming from college students who are wanting to get broadcast experience and camera experience and switching experience and television experience. Here's the marching band of the Falcons.
Falcons band, in honor of homecoming, Los Fresnos High School would like to extend a sincere welcome to all their former students from years past to honor us each Friday night by returning home to their alma mater and cheering on the mighty Falcons. As part of the tradition, the campus seeks to recognize students who are selected to represent the student body. We congratulate all the students being honored tonight, for you have captured the respect and admiration of your classmates. This year's Student Council sweethearts and beau are Javier Alvarez and Selena Villa. Javier is the Student Council treasurer, both the vice president, and is in the National Honor Society. He plans to attend the University of the Incarnate Word to study pharmacology. Selena is the Student Council Secretary and is in DECA and Key Club. After high school, she hopes to study business and finance at the University of Texas. This year's band sweetheart and beau are Kelly Alvarado and Alexander O'Dean. Kelly is the president of National Honor Society and a squad leader for the Fresnos High School Band. She's also in the Bio Club and the ASL Club. She also attends UPSA and joined the Physicians Assistant Program. Alexander is a member of the Los Fresnos High School Band and is also in DECA. After high school, he plans to audition for the music program at Manhattan School of Music. This year's JROTC sweetheart and beau, Sunshine Mendoza and Angel Silva. Sunshine is a freshman and a new member of the varsity travel team. Angel is also a new member of the varsity travel team. Cadets have made big strides in real knowledge, required skills to be able to do competition team. Representing this year's stars, Sweetheart and Beau, are Janessa Leja and Luis Gonzalez. Janessa is also in the top 5% of the class, National Honor Society, South Texas Cotillion, and is a Rio Grande Valley lead historian. Janessa hopes to study environmental science and wildlife biology in college. Luis is a proud member of the Los Fresnos High School basketball team. After high school, he plans to attend UTSA and study to become a teacher. This year's cheerleading and football sweetheart and Beau are Caitlin Candace Cruz and Aiden Vega. Caitlin has been the captain of the varsity cheerleading team for 2 years, is in the top 6% of the class, and is in POSA, National Honor Society, and MMA. After college, she hopes to study zoology at Texas A&M. Aiden is involved with the National Honor Society and the Technology Academy. She attends college at UTSA and studies cybersecurity. And now,
well, it'll be no marching band performance as it's homecoming here at Los Fresnos, Texas on a Friday night. Our score 28-14 with the Yellowjackets on top. I want to run down some information for you here as far as stats go, and it's an interesting stat line to say the least. Time of possession, I don't have that, but I'll assure you it was a large margin won by the team with the most points on the scoreboard, Edcouch Elsa. I would say 70% of the time in the first half, the Jacket offense was on the field as this game played out in that strange first half. Falcons of Los Fresnos gained just 101 yards on offense, and 90% of that came on 2 plays. Matthew Padilla, quarterback, called his own number. On 1 play, went 90 yards for a touchdown. That was brought back because of a holding call, and then when they put it back with the spot foul and then the yardage, he rattled off the next gain for 39 yards and ended up gaining 102 yards on 3 carries and a touchdown. They also had a kickoff return for a touchdown for the Falcons, Hector Muniz. But then you look at the visitors, and Edcouch Elsa putting up 218 yards of offense in the first half, 150 of that on the ground. They had 7 different men carry the football in that first half. And then in the air, you're talking about Michael Rodriguez, who ended up going 4 of 5 in the passing game for 68 yards and 1 score. He hit on his first 4, all of 30, 15, and 21 yards in the first 3. So it was like, we're not going to pass, but if we have to, we're going to connect. And they did. So Jackets with 220 yards of total offense, 152 on the ground, actually officially, 5.2 yards per carry, 68 yards in the air, 4 of 5. We're at halftime. The clock is running right at the 5-minute mark as they continue with the homecoming festivities. We'll be back.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarras, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for the prices? It's a Hacienda party.
It's the Hacienda Ford football sale, where you can get a new F-150 starting at just $27,995 or 0% interest for 72 months.
We got the tailgates down and we're feeling all right. My Hacienda friends are saving money tonight.
Hacienda has it.
Hi, we're Brownsville veterans, and thanks for watching Real Sports Live.
Every great dining adventure begins with one word, fresh. At the Sea Ranch, we combine a fresh, inviting atmosphere with chef-inspired cuisine prepared from the freshest local shrimp, oysters, snapper, and mahi-mahi. Our salmon, Alaskan king crab, and live Maine lobsters are flown in fresh. A local favorite for over 30 years, the Sea Ranch. Come enjoy a fresh experience.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Bring it back here as at halftime they continue with the homecoming festivities. Want to give you one more look at the first half highlights here between Edcouch, Elsa, and Los Fresnos. Then we'll get the second half kickoff right after this. Enjoy the highlights. Hand it off. Try to sweep left side. First down and more into the secondary. 40, 35, 30. Nice move made inside the 15. 10, 5. Touchdown, Yellowjackets. The yard line, about the 15. They'll give up some ground, fake a reverse. Now take it to the right-hand side for the Falcons, trying to turn the corner upfield. It's Hector Muniz, got a block. Muniz now on the run. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, going to take it to the house. He got a great block, and Muniz took it home. 40, or check that 37-yard line. Play action, they're going to throw. Looking for it all. Down the right-hand side, inside the 5. Diving attempt, and the ball is caught. On first down, double tight end set. They'll run it to the outside, left-hand side, end zone, touchdown, Yellowjackets. Tied in the ball game on this second down play, man in motion. Play action, they'll look to throw, hit as he throws, ball up for grabs, picked off by the Jackets, inside the 15, down to the 10-yard line, defense makes a play. An offset man goes in motion left to right. They'll run an option, pass play over the middle, caught, touchdown. What a great play on a ball fake, and Contreras hauls it in. Elsa Yellowjackets on top of this one, 21-7 over the Los Fresnos Falcons. Kickoff by the Jackets, a short kick. That's a live football that bounces, and the Falcons recover it, take it inside the 30, and have a first down at the 25. 15 now for Matthew Padilla. Turns on the option, going to keep it himself. Has some room again, middle of the field. Padilla, they won't catch him either. 20-15, this time no flags, and touchdown. He missed a 90-yard run that was called back, and then a one play later, 45-yard throw. Here's a throw over the middle. What a catch inside the 10, 5. Touchdown, Jackets. Just inside the 1. They'll call it down there, but how about that catch? He's the one that made the catch that set up this first and goal. Don't see him in the game. He now goes in motion out to the left-hand side. They'll run it up the middle, and that is in for the score. Touchdown, Edward Cordoza. Here, not necessarily a passing down. They've shown the ability and the willingness to go on fourth down if they get a couple here. They'll throw. Rodriguez flushed out of the pocket, steps up, hit again. They will get him down inside the 35, back to the 25. A huge sack that time for the Falcon defense. Motion for Rodriguez, drops back to throw. Steps up, gets hit, football comes loose. He somehow loses it, and a fumble recovered by the Falcons.
And security. Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together. Call us at 9.
And so we hope you enjoyed the highlights there of the first half as we are getting set for the second half of this one. Homecoming festivities still going on the field. Band still on the field. Both teams ready to get this second half started. And in a game that had a 45-minute first quarter, we'll have an extended halftime break. As the band's coming off the field, the officials are ready to come on the field. Band marching off. Falcons ready to storm out of the tunnel. Jackets already standing on the sideline saying, let's get this thing going. It'll be Edcouch Elsa kicking off to Los Fresnos as here come the Falcons onto the field. And they'll have to make their way through the band just to get to the sideline. Meanwhile, Edcouch Elsa's already teed the ball up on the 40-yard line, ready to kick off. There's a presentation going on at the middle of the field. Kick return team is already weaving their way through the band, trying to get out there in position to set up a return. Now, that's where some action has occurred in this ball game already, as the Falcons have a kickoff return for a touchdown. Hector Muniz, the 5'9", 160-pound sophomore, was able to take it to the house. And so if the Falcons can recapture that kind of a magic, they can change this scoreboard in a hurry. You get the feeling that Los Fresnos is going to put more points on the scoreboard. Question is, can their defense stop this running attack by Edcouch Elsa, which is doing, I told about the Hacienda Ford keys to the game. Who will take control of the clock and the line of scrimmage? And right now, Edcouch Elsa has dominated in that part of the game, taking long sustained drives and eating up time off the clock with 3 and 4 yard gains, sometimes 6 yard gains, and then they'll pop off one long run by Sean Alvarado for 45 yards, Edward Cardoza for 11. That's the only 2 carries from scrimmage that were double digits for Edcouch Elsa in the first half. We are set now, and the second half kickoff is underway. Deep kick this time, returnable by the Falcons. They'll drop it, pick it back up at the 10, try to get upfield to the 15-yard line, and that's going to be about it. On a return by Nicholas Valencia.
That is number 43 with the tackle.
And so it's a first down for Los Fresnos. There's a big crowd, a big homecoming crowd here at Los Fresnos, and if the Falcons can get something going here, they can bring this crowd to life. Talked about that as being one of our key. Here's a penalty. So a penalty against Edcouch Elsa.
More halftime scores.
It's a 5-yard penalty. Converse Judson pitching a shutout against Harlingen. I had some fans asking if we would make it up for that game. We were close. We've got more action coming your way, though, on tomorrow, high school football, as Wesco East is in Brownsville to take on Hannah. We'll be on the air with a 7 o'clock kickoff for that one. Falcons back to return the kick as we'll start this second half one way or another.
Fair catch. Number 14 for the Falcons, Cody Taylor. A significant change in field position from the first kickoff.
And so now we'll start this second half with the Falcons in good shape. They'll have the ball out at their 44-yard line after it's all settled and done. Matthew Padilla, the quarterback, back in the game to direct the show. And on first down, they'll pitch it out to the right side. We'll blow the play dead, though, before the play can get underway. Ball carrier was Miles McWhorter. You can hear that. That's a penalty against Los Fresnos.
That moves the ball back to the Falcon 39-yard line. First and 15.
So now it's first and 15 for the Falcons of Los Fresnos. Ball back inside their 40 at the 39. Penalty stops play. Falcons go nowhere, and they go on a loss on the play. On first down, all the way back to the 35. Elian Gonzalez that time had his hands on the ball, but nothing doing on the carry. Falcons now on second down. They'll run it. No, that's a throw now over the middle and wide open. 35-30, 25-20, 15-10-5. Touchdown, Nicholas Valencia. Falcons strike big. 56 yards and the house. Padilla to Valencia. Right over the middle. Great play action that time by Padilla to open that up. And Los Fresnos in to kick the extra point. With 11:07 left here in this third quarter of play. Extra point away and good. 28-21. Second half starts off with a bang. Back after this. Watch this replay first for those on the video. You'll see the play action, the fake, and then all it was get it in his hands, Valencia, beyond the secondary and to the house. Touchdown, Falcons. Back here in the second half. We're in the third quarter of play, by the way, as the Los Fresnos Falcons come out with a bang as Nicholas Valencia reels in a pass by Matthew Padilla. Takes it 56 yards into the end zone for a touchdown. We're less than a minute into this third quarter. And now the Falcons will be kicking off. Jackets expecting a short kick. The return man stands outside his 15-yard line. Kick sails over his head beyond the 10. Takes a bounce. It's a live football inside the 10. Picked up there by the Jackets out across the 14-yard line. And then a swarm of Falcons in this case take down the Jackets. And the first guy back there to deliver the hit was Matthew Padilla. Check that. That wasn't Padilla. That was Juan Rocha, the 5'7", 155-pound senior. I thought that was Padilla down there. It was Rocha on the hit. Edcouch Elsa football. And we'll see what adjustments were made at halftime because this Jacket offense controlled possession in the first half with an effective running game. First down as Rodriguez is under center. Motion on the play before the snap. That'll be 5 yards against Edcouch Elsa. They'll go backwards. We've seen them operate inside their 10 to start a drive. Close out the first half. They went on a long, sustained drive, took up every bit of 8 minutes on the clock, on the game clock, and controlled the entire, the last 8 minutes of the second quarter. First and 15 now, inside the 10 for Rodriguez. Tight set behind him, turns, hands it off up the middle, and now running outside, bouncing it outside is Cordoza. Edward Cordoza on the carry, but looks like a penalty flag thrown as well on this play. They mark him down as they just strung him wide. No penalty. Looked like there was one on that, but no call. So second down for the Yellowjackets. Clock stopped as he went out of bounds. 10:54 and counting here in the third. Now they'll run it left-hand side, and the Falcons are there to shut that one down as well. So early indications are that Los Fresnos made some adjustments against this running attack. Sean Alvarado on that carry. Gained just 2, and it's 3rd and 9 in the blink of an eye. Edcouch Elsa back to the line of scrimmage. Michael Rodriguez has him on a double tight end set. Double wing formation. Single back straight behind him, runs the option, hands it off. Running play right side, it's Cardenas. Up the middle, got a first down across the 30, stays on his feet, bounces the outside 40, 45, 50, and a big gain for Cardoza. Cardenas, that is, on the carry.
Number 21, Longoria.
47 yards on that carry on a 3rd and 9, and new life breathed into this drive for Edcouch Elsa. Now suddenly they're in Los Fresnos territory. For Cardenas now, 8 carries for 84 yards. Takes over the team lead in rushing here on the night's action. Rodriguez under center. Pitches it right side. This is Mark Barco. He's going to be thrown out of bounds. Gains a couple on his second carry of the night. Now whistles blow as one of the players is shaken up, one of the linemen for Edcouch Elsa. Hopefully it's cramping, but I'm not sure. We'll take a timeout. 28-21. Edcouch Elsa's led throughout this one. Falcons trying to come back here in the second half.
San Benito has to offer today. Business owners, visit the San Benito Chamber of Commerce and find out how they can help you be a part of the new and exciting growth the city is experiencing today. Supporting business, community, and the teams, San Benito Chamber of Commerce. Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Every great dining.
Bring it back here as we are in the third quarter of play. Edcouch Elsa with a 2nd and 9. We just started the second half with Edcouch Elsa kicking off and Los Fresnos scoring on a long pass play. Now after a long run by Jose Cardenas, it's a 2nd down for Edcouch Elsa. This drive has moved into Falcon territory. Running play up the middle, and that's going to be a good strong carry for 5 yards right up the middle. Edward Cardoza again on the carry.
Number 46, Garza.
Gains 5, 3rd and 3 coming up for Edcouch Elsa. Ball spotted down at the 37-yard line of the Falcons. Jackets run it right side as Mark Barco stretches forward, got to that 35-yard line, and looks like he's got enough for a first down.
There's enough for a Yellowjacket first down.
And it will be as they move the chains. So Barco on his 3rd carry gains 4, and again, it's not flashy, but it's effective right now what the Jackets are doing. They'll run it again, this time off left tackle, but always moving forward. They'll gain 4 more yards on the play, make it 7.
Tackler number 55, Marin.
It doesn't matter who's running the ball for Edcouch Elsa, they are steadily flowing downhill. 2nd down, 7 yards to go. Run it again. This is going to be Cardenas. Cardenas to the right sideline. Got a first down and a bunch more as he goes for 14. Finally brought down, but not before he takes it in the red zone all the way inside the 15-yard line. Right outside it. They'll mark him out at the 16. So first down for Edcouch Elsa. Third quarter action here from Los Fresnos. Now the whistle blows, they'll stop the clock. Officials had marked the ball down at the 16. Now we'll start the play clock and the game clock at the same time, and away we go. Third quarter here. This big crowd for the Falcons was making some noise after that early score, but now they've been quieted again by a sustained drive by Edcouch Elsa. Running play up the middle, a lot of room inside the 10, down to the 5-yard line. It's an 11-yard gain.
Number 36, Vega. First and goal to go from the 5.
And now it's first and goal. Remember, this drive started with a penalty that had Edcouch Elsa back inside their 10-yard line. Now with a first and goal. Rodriguez under center. Sends a man in motion. That's Barco. Hands it off up the middle. Running hard is Cardoza. Second effort. He may get in. He does. Touchdown, Edward Cardoza. All second effort that time, and that was an impressive drive for Edcouch Elsa. They respond to the quick hitting touchdown for the Falcons with a sustained drive. Takes over 6 minutes off or nearly 6 minutes off the clock, resulting in a touchdown. With 6:43 remaining here in the third. Extra point is good. Falcons trail by 14. We'll get the ball after this.
We combine a fresh, inviting atmosphere with chef-inspired cuisine prepared from the freshest local shrimp, oysters, snapper, and mahi-mahi. Our salmon, Alaskan king crab, and live Maine lobsters are flown in fresh. A local favorite for over 30 years, the Sea Ranch. Come enjoy a fresh experience.
I'm going to bring it back here. Thanks again in part to our broadcast of Hacienda Ford. They bring us the broadcast. Also, the Los Fresnos School District. You can see some of the commercials they run on their scoreboard. We're gracious enough to put those up there as they're assisting us in providing the video feed here on a Friday night. That's the only video you get when you're watching the screen here. It's all audio. We'll follow up with a video replay, and you'll get to see these plays unfold. I was fortunate enough to play some highlights for you at halftime, and we'll try to wrap it up with a highlight reel at the conclusion of this game. Reminding you that about an hour afterwards, we'll have the game in its entirety for you to watch, at least until the coaches ask us to pull it, which is we get into district play. A lot of coaches are going to start doing that more and more. Thursdays and Saturdays, we at least get a live presentation. And we usually pull those too. You already saw that the San Benito game from last night's been pulled. But we were super happy when Coach Garza agreed to at least let the game be played with the cameras rolling. Kickoff by the Jackets. Deep kick this time. Falcons getting back to return it. And here comes Nicholas Valencia trying to get to the outside on the right. Does get to the 30. Steps in bounds at the 35-yard line to the 36. And that's where the Falcons offense will start this drive. If you're just joining us, the Falcons had the ball to start the second half. Offense wasted no time scoring a touchdown on a play-action pass from Matthew Padilla to Nicholas Valencia for 56 yards and a score. They'll line up here at their own, call it 36-yard line, first down, trailing by 14 points. They've been trailing by 14 for a while. Pitch back left-hand side, and that's blown up as Valencia's hit in the backfield. Huge hit delivered by the Jackets. A loss on that play of 7. As Valencia on the jet sweep just never had a chance to turn upfield. And so 2nd and long for Padilla. Now Padilla in the ball game has thrown just 3 passes, 2 completions, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Wants to hand it off here on a delay, up across the 30 to the 32-yard line.
Number 9 with the carry of Acadia. He's brought down by number 54,
Alonzo Ricania on the carry.
Bring up 3rd and 12.
And now 3rd down for Los Fresnos. And what you don't want to do here is turn the ball back over, hand it over to this Edcouch Elsa offense after they just completed that long sustained drive. Handoff up the middle. That will go across the 35 to the 50, 45-yard line. 1st down on a carry by Elian Gonzalez. Somehow Gonzalez broke through there. Looked like he was stacked up, but no way. 22 yards on the carry. That was Christian Resendez on the carry. And a 1st down for the Falcons. They'll run it again. This time they'll go for a couple yards, no more. And boy, did the Falcons need that carry by Resendez.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
No gain on the 1st down play. Brings up 2nd down, 10 yards to go for Los Fresnos. Under center's Padilla. May have got him to jump off sides. Free play, pass play, left-hand side up for grabs and incomplete. Now we'll sort out the penalty. Looked like the Jackets of Edcouch Elsa jumped offside. Padilla immediately recognized that. Tried to hook up with Alejandro Flores, the 6'3" wide receiver.
76, defense, 5 yards, replay 2nd down.
There's your call. Penalty is against Edcouch Elsa. Falcons trying to respond here after Edcouch Elsa racked up a ton of more yards on the ground and scored to go back up 14 points. Under center, Padilla sends a man in motion, drops back, going to run an option, calls his own number, got a block, turns a corner. Here comes a penalty. This one's coming back as he takes it across the 35, and then another flag is thrown at the end of the play. And so this may be offsetting by the time it's all said and done. Looked like an illegal block and then perhaps a late hit. Well, the officials sorted out. Official threw the flag, also had to come up with a way to call that second one, so the hat went in the air. See the block in the back right there. It was a hold probably on the replay. Long discussion by the officials. Ball's marked down right now at the 36.5-yard line of Edcouch Elsa. And now here comes the penalty and the hat throw.
We have holding, number 14, offense. That's a 10-yard penalty. We have a dead ball, personal foul. Late hit out of bounds, number 1, defense. That also be forced. 1st down.
So what they'll do is the hold occurred, if you heard the official there, the hold occurred during the play, which means that's a 10-yard penalty. They'll enforce that. And now you'll see as the official takes a pivot, about face, goes 15 yards the other way. And so they'll enforce that because it happened at the end of the play after the whistle had blown. Falcons benefit out of that as the chains move. 1st down from the 29-yard line of Edcouch Elsa. 4:06 remaining here. Falcons offense trying to breathe more life back into this crowd. Again, it's a big crowd. They could get behind this team in a hurry. if given a chance. Pass play, and it's picked off by the Jackets at the 30-yard line across the 40-yard line. Just an instant read and an interception. Christian Sanchez read that all the way and picks off Padilla, second interception of the ball game, and that couldn't draw up a better play for Edcouch Elsa as far as the results. Watch this, Padilla thought he had him, and he did have him frozen, but good coverage that time as Edcouch Elsa able to make the play. Jacket offense back on the field already with 321 yards of offense, 253 on the ground. And now Michael Rodriguez and company start a new drive after a turnover, handoff, running play. And Cordoza tries to get some extra yards, gets thrown backwards. We'll check the forward progress. He got to the 40, which means he gained 2. Rocha, the first guy there to make a stop for Los Fresnos. Second down and 8 yards to go for the Yellowjackets. Ball in the middle of the field as far as sideline to sideline from the 40-yard line. Perfect setup for Michael Rodriguez in this offense. Double tight end, double wing, man in motion left to right. Handoff, second man through. Takes it across the 40, out to the 43-yard line. 3 more yards on the carry. This time it was Jesus Contreras on the carry. Third down coming up. Motion again here for the Jackets. They'll pitch it out to the right-hand side with some blocking up front and a short of first down yardage as Barco on the carry. And now fourth down and call it 2.5 for Edcouch Elsa.
A fourth down and 3. Correction, second made by number 46, Gaza.
Jackets ready to go, apparently going for it from their own 46.5. Rodriguez with 4 on the play clock. Tries to draw him off sides. Didn't. Running play. First down for the Jackets as they'll get it to the 45 of the Falcons. They needed 3. They got 9. Cordoza on the carry. Cordoza now on 14 carries has 64 yards. Edcouch Elsa maintains control of the football. You look at time of possession in this game, again, it was just severe lopsided in the first half. Edcouch Elsa's offense able to chew up big chunks of clock on those drives that resulted in points. Have done so here in the second half as well. Running play this time. Quarterback keeps it. Good ball play. Now it's Barco. Again, the way to sell this offense starts and stops with your quarterback, Michael Rodriguez. That'll be a chalk block against Edcouch Elsa. Going back to the way this offense runs, when you line up with that double tight end, double wing, usually you send a man in motion. It all starts with your quarterback, who has to be able to sell ball fakes, whether it's on a handoff or a pitch or a keep. You got 3 guys back there and the quarterback, so 4 guys optional on who's going to handle the football each snap. Now a pass play over the middle, tipped, intercepted by the Falcons. Midfield stripe, Falcon defense makes a play. That's Alden Vega, the 5'10", 160-pound senior. And that was a big needed play for Los Fresnos. Falcons get the ball back right at the midfield. Look at this over the middle, tipped on the tip drill. Nice job.
Ball spotted at midfield.
First down for the Falcons and a short field to work with here. Final minute of the third quarter. Man in motion left to right. Pitch back, and here comes Valencia, and he is blown up. Another huge hit delivered. Now we've got a penalty on the play. So we'll sort that out. Penalty thrown beyond the line of scrimmage, well, right at the line of scrimmage. So we'll take a look at this one. Friday night action coming your way from Los Fresnos, Texas. Here comes the call.
Blocking the back, offense. That's decline. Result, second down.
So it'll be a block in the back. You heard that against the Falcons, but because of the loss of yardage of 5 yards on the carry, Edcouch Elsa will make them lose it down. 5-yard penalty, I guess, because of the loss. So it's second down, now 15 yards to go. Matthew Padilla calls his own number, running up the middle, got back to the 50, so he gains 5 on that carry. Under a minute to go here in this third quarter, which started with Los Fresnos scoring on a play-action pass less than a minute into the third. After that, we've watched another quarter in which Edcouch Elsa's offense operated most of the game on the field. Padilla runs it this time up the middle with some room. Look out, 35-30, needs a block at the 25 to the 20, down to the 15-yard line. First down coming up, final play of the third for the Falcons. Padilla nearly took it to the house. 36 yards later. Watch here, he saw some blocking there as he was coming up. And there was guys coming from behind. Nonetheless, the fourth quarter begins with Los Fresnos in the red zone, down by 14.
Providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together. Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
First down for the Falcons as we start the fourth quarter. They're at the 16-yard line of Edcouch Elsa. Padilla under center, turns, hands it off, left-hand side with some room inside the 5, up into the 1. Ball comes loose. Touchdown, Falcons. Christian Resendez was just upended somersault fashion into the end zone. And now the officials are going to talk it over. One official signaled touchdown. Now the discussion. Touchdown, Falcons. What happened is Resendez, the ball did, if it popped loose, it happened after he hit the ground. And by that time, he's in the end zone. Ground can't cause a fumble. So, Los Fresnos scored less than a minute into the third quarter and duplicate that here. Extra point is good. Now here comes your replay. And watch the tail end of this. Head of steam for Resendez. And then bang. And end zone. Touchdown. Kickoff coming up.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for the prices? It's a Labor Day party
started.
The Hacienda Ford Labor Day sale is going on now. You can get a new F-150 starting at just $27,995 or 0% interest for 72 months.
We got the tailgates down and we're feeling all right. My Hacienda friends are saving money tonight.
Hacienda has it.
Back here, kickoff by the Falcons is a deep kick to the 15. Here come the Jackets on the return. Up the middle of the field to the 20, 25-yard line. And as a penalty comes in, return stops out across the 26. Now we'll take a look. There's two penalty flags on the play. One over by where the tackle was made and one over here on the sideline in front of the Falcons sideline. Boy, fans, I want to pass along a score out there. We talk about a team that's a real deal team. Mission Eagles shut out Mission Veterans in week 1.
Number 14, receiving team.
Another shutout last week, and right now shutting out Pioneer. Mr. Detmer and company is making some serious noise over there. Fans, don't forget the next big event in San Benito is coming up September 21st. It's the South Texas Music Festival at West Haven Memorial Park on 705 North Bowie Street from 4 to 11 o'clock. San Benito, Texas, South Texas Music Festival. First down play for the Jackets of Edcouch Elsa. They'll run it out across the 18, stretching to the 20-yard line. And now's where Edcouch Elsa just wants to start churning up big chunks of time off the clock again. They've been producing there all night long on that kind of carry. 5 yards there. 2nd and 5 coming up for Edcouch Elsa and the Yellowjackets. Up by a score here. They'll run it, and it's going to be a first down as they fall across the 25. 6 yards on the carry. Another carry for Alvarado. That's the thing. They're mixing it up with Cordoza, Alvarado, Cardenas, Barco, Contreras. All getting carries. Moving steadily downfield each time they're on. First down for Edcouch Elsa at the 26-yard line of Los Fresnos. Falcons needing a stop of some sort. They'll stop the play. New quarterback, by the way, in the game for the Yellowjackets. That's Raven Rojas. Penalty against Edcouch Elsa. So that'll move them back 5 yards. It's still first down, but 1st and 15. Rojas under center. Man in motion. They'll try to string it wide, and the Falcons are there to cover that. Cordoza on the carry that time, but he got nothing. And 3rd down, and now 15 yards coming up, and this is where you draw the line in the sand if you're the Falcons. Opportunity knocking here to get the ball back in the offense's hands, down just 1 score. If you're looking at the passing game, Michael Rodriguez was 4 of 5. For 68 yards, he did throw a pick. He's out of the game right now. As now running the show is Rojas. Raven Rojas under center on 3rd and long. Drops back to throw. Over the middle, dropped. Had a man there. It was close to first down yardage as he tried to hit Alvarado in stride. And now the clock stops and it's 4th down. And a punting situation for Edcouch Elsa. I didn't say that much in the first half at all. I know I didn't say it in the second half. But they do line up in punt formation. They punted a couple of times in the first half. Mercedes and LaFeria, that's a good one going on. Here's a punt. Takes a jacket bounce, and they'll bat it down around the 40-yard line. And so that's where the Los Fresnos Falcons will take over. That LaFeria Lion game, a great one going on against Mercedes, 28-24 over there. Statement game as Raymondville's all over Lyford, 42-0. Lyford with their third-string quarterback in that game. Mission is the one that's got my attention. Mission Eagles 28-0 shutting out Sherryland Pioneer. That's at Pioneer. That's a Pioneer team that's been averaging over 40 points a game on offense, being shut out. First down play for the Falcons. They'll run an option. Quarterback keeper up the middle, gains a couple. Call it a 2-yard gain on a carry by Padilla. Second down coming up and 8 yards to go. You start looking at the play, the time on the clock, and you have to wonder if you're Los Fresnos, you're not going to get many more opportunities to hold on to the ball. Take advantage when you have it. Play action, they want to throw. Here comes pressure. Now Padilla going to run, has a little room, got to the 49-yard line. That's short of first down yardage. Coming in to make that stop was Enrique Hernandez, who saved what would have been a big play. Had he not wrapped up Padilla, Padilla may still be running. Now it's 3rd and 1 for Los Fresnos. Down by 7 here in the fourth quarter. They led one time, 7-6 in this game. That was it. Keeper this time up the middle, and that should be enough for a first down on a carry by Padilla. They'll stop the clock to sort out the spot. It's a first down.
Inside EE territory on the 49-yard line.
8:03 left here in this one. Edcouch Elsa up 35-28. Ball on the Jacket side of the 50 as Padilla sets him down. Under center, sends a man in motion, turns, hands it off. Running play right side, out across that 45. That's a good gain on the play for the Falcons. On a carry by Resendez. Mark him down for a 5-yard gain.
45-yard line. Second and 5.
Falcons methodically now moving downfield, gaining a little momentum here as the offense starting to click. 2nd and 5, Padilla under center. One receiver either side of the field, motion man. They'll run the option. Here comes Padilla with some room. 35-30, inside the 25 to the 23-yard line. First down for the Falcons. Padilla on the carry. He now has 175 yards on the ground rushing for the Falcons. Clock running. Under 7 minutes to go here in the game. First down Falcons. Running play off the left side inside the 20 down to about the 15-yard line. That's a 9-yard carry. Now timeout call by Edcouch Elsa. They're getting a dose of their own medicine this time around. As Los Fresnos Falcons just lining up, winning the battle at the line of scrimmage, and moving the ball downfield. Play continues after this.
Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
Every great dining adventure begins with one word: fresh. At the Sea Ranch, we combine a fresh, inviting atmosphere with chef-inspired cuisine prepared from the freshest local shrimp, oysters, snapper, and mahi-mahi. Our salmon, Alaskan king crab, and live Maine lobsters are flown in fresh. A local favorite for over 30 years, the Sea Ranch. Come enjoy a fresh experience.
After that timeout, it's Los Fresnos football in the red zone. 2nd down and 3 from Edcouch Elsa's 16. Running play right side, and the Falcons push that pile forward. We'll get another 1st down. Alonzo Requena on the carry. And that's a 1st down, as the ball is now down around that 11-yard line. So here, if you're Los Fresnos, you can get a 1st down without getting the end zone. Running play again, left side, inside the 5, down to the 4, down to the 3. 1st down and goal, nearly. As Requena gets it down to about the 2. But now, wait a minute. Penalty on the play, is there? Holding call against the Falcons. That'll push him back, and now it was going to be still 2nd down, but 1 yard to go from about the 3. Now it's 1st down. And they march the penalty all the way back out to the 21. Falcons offense, though, is moving the ball. See if they can overcome that big penalty. On 1st down, they'll run an option. Quarterback tries to roll right side, got across the 20, down to the 15-yard line. Padilla gains 7. Second down, and call it 13 yards to go, make it 14 for Los Fresnos. From the right hash mark, again, they can get a 1st down if they get the ball inside the 2 of Edcouch Elsa. Matthew Padilla drops back on a play action, going to throw over the middle and picked off at the goal line. Jackets going to try to bring it out, tackled at the 1. Another interception by that secondary. None bigger than that for Edcouch Elsa. Looked like a receiver was there, but the safety came up to make the play. And Edcouch Elsa now will bring the offense out. The only negative part of this for Edcouch Elsa, they have to start a drive inside their 5. The Falcon team can pin their ears back and try to make a big play of their own. On 1st down, Jackets just a dive play on the right side, will gain some yardage. Pick up some real estate outside the 5 on a 4-yard carry. As we go under 5 minutes to play in this game. Los Fresnos has all 3 timeouts remaining. Edcouch Elsa with 2, but the Jackets in no hurry to stop this clock. As they bring him up, 2nd down. Play clock down to 10 on the 2nd and 6 play. They'll run it, bounce it to the outside on the left. Checked at the right side, and by the time they get out of bounds, that's enough for a 1st down, 11-yard carry. Cordoza, another run. Mark it down at the 20. 1st down for Edcouch Elsa. Reminding you, the video will be up on this a little bit later on. You'll get to see these plays. Just bringing you the audio as best I can here on a Friday night. Clock running. Edcouch Elsa in control with the lead, now with the ball and a 1st down. They'll run it off the left side with the room up the middle. Across the 40, 45, 50, 45, 40. Alvarado on the carry. Finally brought down. Big play for the Jackets. Penalty, though, this is probably coming back. that play there. Now calling offsides on the defense. This play will stand. And that one will hurt. Cordoza that time, or Alvarado that is, on that carry, was looking for somebody to hit on his own. As you can see there, he was looking backwards, wanting to make sure he got a little contact of his own. It's dangerously close to a face mask there. But very rare do you see a face mask called on a stiff arm.
We have an official's timeout. Official's timeout.
Official take off a timeout here. Well, they do. I want to remind you that part of this game brought to you in a big part by Hacienda Ford, assisting us greatly in bringing us these games at the high school level, and as we continue to showcase other athletes. Hacienda Ford in Edinburgh, Texas. New cars, used cars, service to your car, or community support, trying to help us bring these games to life. Our thanks to them. Threes are wild on the clock. 3:33 left in the ball game in the fourth quarter. Edcouch Elsa with a 1st and 10 from the Los Fresnos 22. They'll run it up the middle. Falcons stack that up, and short gain on the play of 2. But the clock is not the friend of the Falcons of Los Fresnos. As it'll continue to tick away. Gain of 1 on that play. Falcons stay in the huddle. Break out the play clock down to 10. Game clock under 3 minutes left in the ball game. Up by 7. Falcons now under center. Snap, here's a running play, and here's Cordoza. Cordoza bangs inside the 15. Got it down to about the 13, short of first down yards. Now, timeout called by the Falcons of Los Fresnos. Comes with 2:28 left here in this ball game. Falcons need the ball back. Jackets trying to seal it.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health, even if you have.
Back here as we continue our coverage. 2:32 remaining in this ball game. Edcouch Elsa facing a 3rd and right at 2 yards to go. Inside the 15-yard line of the Los Fresnos Falcons, up by 7. Falcons defense needs to stand. Jackets could use a first down. They'll fumble the football. Loose ball at the line of scrimmage. Who gets it? It was fumbled forward, meaning that it may be close to a first down. Jackets recover it. Now you look at the spot. That ball fell forward. Now Coach Brown over wanting an explanation by the official. Asking how that ball went forward on a fumble. Falcons burn a timeout, their second timeout. The ball is going to be spotted. 4th down, and 1.5 yards to go for Edcouch Elsa. Now, field goal may put it away. I'm not sure they want to even try a kick. That'll all be decided right after this.
Let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's health care is done.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you.
Back here, fourth quarter action. 2:27 left in the ball game. 4th and a yard for Edcouch Elsa. They'll snap it and run it, get a first down to the 10-yard line on a carry by Cordoza. And after Los Fresnos burning 2 timeouts, clock now becomes even more of a problem for the Falcons. Edcouch Elsa, first down and 10, just outside the 10. And the game dominated by the Falcons from a time of possession perspective. They'll run it now up the middle. Touchdown, Sean Alvarado. Alvarado takes it in with 1:55 left. And if you really look at that, it's probably the only realistic chance that Los Fresnos had in this game, barring a fumble of some sort. Now at least they're going to get the ball back, albeit down 2 scores. Extra point is off the upright, no good. Kickoff coming up. Falcons get the ball, down 2 scores, less than 2 minutes left. They're at home.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarras, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen.
TVNS specializes in provider service.
Go ahead and bring it back here as we have got the kickoff ready to go. Edcouch Elsa leading 41-28. Now Los Fresnos has returned 1 kickoff for a touchdown here tonight. 3 guys back to return the kick. Muniz is on that right side at the 15-yard line. Valencia, the deep back, stands at his 5 for Los Fresnos. Jackets to kick it off, 1:55 left in the game. And here it is, deep kick. Muniz going to field it inside his 10, back at the 5. Fakes a reverse, going to keep it. Gets to the outside on the left, hit, down he goes at the 21. 1:47 left here in this ball game. 1 timeout left for Los Fresnos. And they'll start a drive at their own 21-yard line. In the passing game, Padilla has completed just 2 throws. He's been picked 3 times. First down here for Los Fresnos. Man in motion, they'll turn, run the ball up the middle. Quarterback keeps it. Hit hard, down he goes, gained a yard. Second down for Los Fresnos. Call it 2nd and 8. They'll throw a pass left-hand side. It's caught by Alejandro Flores. Flores gets out near first down yardage, brought out or knocked out of bounds at around the 31. That'll be enough for a first down for Flores. Also stops the clock for Los Fresnos. They'll run the option, running up the middle as Padilla takes it across the 35 to the 36. 4-yard gain for Padilla. 12 carries, 187 unofficially. Drops back to throw here. Swings it right side. A short completed pass. Now they'll call it incomplete. Like I told you at the beginning of this ball game, they were home. One of the keys to this game was take advantage of this home field stuff for your third game in a row to start the season. What happens next? On the road, at Vela. On the road, Odessa Permian. The only thing about Permian up there is they've lost 2 games coming out of the season. They're 0-2 tonight starting this play. They lost to DeSoto. Most would. And tonight they're playing, who was it? I saw it. Pass play on the right-hand side, that's completed.
Pass completed, number 14, Taylor.
Tonight they're playing Austin Westlake. Billy Watson was over there scouting that game. I told him, hey, if they score some points against Westlake, just consider them a good football team. Falcons want to throw. That's in traffic and incomplete.
Once again, intended for number 14, Taylor.
Second down coming up. Our thanks again to Los Fresnos School District for assisting us in broadcasting this game, providing great video coverage. You'll get to see it later on the video replay. And also reminding you that tomorrow we'll be here at Los Fresnos, a little bit down the road at the high school in the gym, 12 o'clock start. A non-district game against, well, 2 district teams. The San Benito is in to play the Lady Falcons. Penalty will be against the Falcons of Los Fresnos. That'll march them back some yards. Still first down, but now 1st and 15. And the Falcons will burn their final timeout. Back after this.
Are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Everyone's a winner at Cano Auto Sales 2 in Harlingen. Choose from a wide selection and score big today on West Expressway 83.
Right now, how about this 2015 Chrysler 300S model with a Beat stereo, leather interior, navigation, $57,000, reduced today, $19,999. Or a 2012 Ram 1500, a Lone Star package, 5.7 Hemi engine, a towing package, automatic, $16,499. Or how about a diamond in the rough, 1998 Dodge 3500 dually with a 5th wheel, 4x4, power everything, heavy duty bumper, $14,999.
Financing is available with lending for all types. Every deal's a winner at Cano Auto Sales 2, in business since 2002, Harlingen, Texas.
Back here as we are wrapping up coverage of this one here on the live side. First down for the Falcons. They'll look to throw. Padilla rushed out of the pocket. Now he gets away a pass. That is nearly picked off. And it is not ruled yet.
Personal foul.
Now they'll call a personal foul against Edcouch Elsa on a roughing the passer call. So that'll move the ball for Los Fresnos into Edcouch Elsa territory. And again, this Falcon team, you talk about the road to district play. At Vela next week, and then Odessa Permian. Then they'll get a week off, and then they start district play. With only 2 home games remaining on the season, if I've got that right. From the 40, Falcons have the ball. Down by 13. Edcouch Elsa jumped out to a 6-0 lead. Falcons did enjoy a lead at 7-6 as they returned the kickoff for a touchdown. After that, Edcouch Elsa took the lead, never gave it up. Officials taking their time spotting the ball.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, 24, 15 yards.
Now they mark it down. They just recalled the personal foul. Make sure they had the call correctly. Falcons have the football. First down from inside the 45 of Edcouch Elsa. Padilla drops back to throw on a deep drop, flushed out of the pocket, being chased. Gets rid of the ball, throws it away out of bounds. Couple of seconds run off the clock. It's down to 31 left in the game. You can see as that play developed, Edcouch secondary was all on the dead run back towards their end zone as Padilla was backing back, stepping back to throw, and then here comes pressure from the lineman. Forced him out of bounds. By the time he looked downfield, there were more white jerseys down there than there were maroon. Just had to get rid of the ball. Second down. Padilla, a deep drop this time. Heaves one down the left-hand side into traffic. That's incomplete. Looking in the direction of Alejandro Flores. Two defenders back there. Clock stops with 24 seconds left in the game. Question marks around both of these teams as we started the season. Who was going to be the playmakers? How were they going to develop their offense? And I think it's still some unanswered questions that would scare some coaches to death. Padilla is hammered as he delivered that pass. It's completed to Valencia. Knocked out of bounds after a short gain. Now they call a holding call against Los Fresnos. So a 10-yard penalty. So this one's ending with a barrage of penalties. 10-21, I'm wondering if we're the last game still live. Third down and 10. Check that 20 for the Falcons. 19 seconds left in the ball game. Padilla drops back again. Flushed out of the pocket. Has some time now. Looks downfield. Over the middle. That's going to be caught. Nice catch by Valencia. Short of first down yardage. Now they stop the clock with 8 seconds to go. For Valencia, that's another catch for him. He had that 56-yarder earlier in the game. And with that timeout, Falcons use their last timeout. One play left, possibly. Back after this.
El alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito, crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character.
Back here after that timeout, we'll get it back here on the clock. Could be the final play of this game. Fourth down for the Falcons, 4th and 6. Padilla drops back to throw. Over the middle, that's going to be a diving catch that's made for Miles McWhorter. With 3.2 seconds left, Falcons will get one more play. They'll spike it with just under a second to go in the game. And they will get one more shot here, one more chance at a play. McWhorter on that catch. So first down for Los Fresnos. Final play of the game, barring a penalty. Padilla drops back to throw. Gets rid of the ball over the middle, and it's short of the end zone. The ball game is over. Edcouch Elsa with the win. The Yellowjackets on the road knock off the Falcons 41-28. That'll take us to our post-game show here. As we thank you again, fans, for joining us for our broadcast. Falcons will have to go on the road now. They'll take on Edinburgh Vela next week and then off to Odessa Permian. This Edcouch Elsa Yellowjacket team is staring down the barrel of a rivalry game with the Mercedes Tigers. Our post-game show will have our player of the game, sponsored by Hacienda Ford. Wow, who are we going to give it to tonight? I'm going to give it to Sean Alvarado. 11 carries, 155 yards, and a couple of scores. He paced a running attack for Edcouch Elsa. He gained 391 yards on the ground, and he had 155 of that. The He Has It award goes to Sean Alvarez. Hacienda Ford, where they have it. Hacienda Ford has it in Edinburgh, Texas. Again, we appreciate you joining us for our broadcast. Our thanks to the school districts for allowing us to broadcast the game. And again, a special thanks to Los Fresnos for assisting us with the not only the press box space to broadcast the game, but the technical input as well from John and the gang on putting this thing together. You will be able to watch the replays of this one and also watch some highlights. Until next time, I'm Joe Bowling. Our final score: Edcouch Elsa wins it 41-28. So long.